Good morning everyone and welcome back to the Southerners Northern Garden. So yesterday we had our supplies delivered for the shed. My dad's been here for a few days getting a plan together, and this morning he started construction of it. I'm going to show you a brief look at what it looks like right now, but I am doing a GoPro time-lapse video, so if it turns out well I'll show that in this video, and then we'll get a good look at it when it's done. We will be painting it, of course, but I want to show you what it looks like completely finished. So here's all the materials we got delivered for it. We'll still have to pick up a few things here and there, especially hardware for the doors and that type thing, but we wanted to go ahead and get Lowe's to deliver what they could since we don't have a truck to deliver it all, and then we could pick up the small stuff here and there as we need it, because I will be doing some storage solutions in the shed, and I want it to be as functional as possible. Every gardener needs a shed, right? So my dad has got down the base. He put it on these concrete pillars you can also use to insert 4x4 posts, and then got it leveled up, and he's got the flooring completely down. I did put landscape fabric under it, which we've tucked under so no one trips on it as it's put in. And then the fence that's going to be installed is going to run right here. So I'm going to have a couple feet behind the shed and a couple feet on the other side just to be able to get around and access, but I plan to block that off so the dogs won't go back there and hide. And this area will be completely mulched, and then I'll be planting up. There'll be a door access here, and I'll be planting around here. As you know, I'm not very good with scale on things like this, so it's closer to this tree right here than I expected it to be, so I'm actually probably going to connect this flower bed around to this tree, and then there will be a flower bed that comes on around this way, and it will just continue off to here to connect to the other door over here, because I'll be storing our lawnmower from the garage in here just to get some things out of the garage, my fertilizers, you know, the stinky garden stuff that you don't want necessarily in your garage to smell all the time, and I'll be super happy about that. So, and then this area will transform quite a lot this fall. I've got to get some sprinkler heads removed. There's 1, 2, and there's 3 back here I'll need to cap, but behind this door right here, the garden bed will continue, as I've mentioned in other videos, and connect over to the willow bed. So all of this will be planting space. I will be having a gate put in when the fence is installed back there to enter the mini orchard dahlia raised bed back there, and I will actually be transplanting 2 of these 𝗟𝗶𝗸𝗲 later in the fall. I know they're large, we're going to try it, and I'm just going to move them down. So I need an entrance in the future to access this area. These were installed years ago before I even had the idea to plant up that area back there. So that's the plan right now. We'll see if it changes. I'm definitely not transplanting those until probably October and a month ahead of time. So September I'm going to come around and dig around them just to get the roots acclimated and allow them to spread and thicken up a little bit. That's a process I've seen done quite a lot, so I'm going to be trying that out, and then we'll see how it goes. I'll update y'all as the progress continues, but there'll be a GoPro video time-lapse, which I'm super excited about. I did just check the process of the GoPro video while Dad was taking a break, and it's looking excellent, so I'm really excited to share that with y'all. It looks really cool, and this will be a couple-day process, so when it's fully completed you'll see the full aspect. All right everyone, the shed is finished. Here it is. Dad got it done last night, and I'm going to give you a quick tour of it, of the outside anyway. I'll show you the inside later after we get some stuff set up, but it's 10 by 12. The walls are 8-foot high, and we added a sunroof to the very top. You may be able to see here, or a skylight just to get a little more light in there. We may add electricity at a later point when they're coming to do the irrigation and move these sprinkler heads for the fence. I may have them dig the trench and go ahead and put an electrical line in to run it here, but I'm not exactly sure yet. So this is it. As I mentioned, the fence will run a couple feet this way, and then all of this will be landscape fabric and mulched. But I'm really excited about it and be able to store all my tools out here and get it out of the garage. It looks very, very good. Dad is headed back to Alabama today, so we enjoyed our visit with him for about a week and a half. He spent all this time working on this, and then he worked on getting the backing ready for our patio and putting the stone veneer up there that I'm going to do myself in a little bit. We're going to let the shed dry out for a few weeks, and then we'll be painting it a dark gray with black trim because I just want it to kind of recede into the background here, and then I'll be putting some evergreens around it for winter interest. It's probably some more boxwoods and continue this bed around, and a big, maybe an emerald green arborvitae over there in the corner next to the door entrance. I will probably keep this entrance open back here just so I will be able to get around the shed back there if I need to, if we ever need to touch up paint or for any other reasons. But I also have my new Vigo garden bed that I will be putting up with my blueberries. Because this area is going to be a little more shaded in future years because of this tree, I will probably end up putting the Vigo garden bed here-ish, and I'll put the blueberries in there, and then it will kind of be out of the way but also close and allow me to grow my blueberries a little better. That's it, everyone. There's a time lapse shortly after this if you want to watch the build process. I moved it down to about 3.5 to 4 minutes, which is really interesting, so you can see it get put up really quickly, but it took almost a week to put in. The next week's supposed to be really nice. We're gonna have temperature highs of around 77. This was probably the hottest week we've had this summer, which was not a great time to put up a shed, but I'm gonna be cutting back my perennials and I'll take you along for that. And so that's it for today, guys. Remember, in a world full of hate, be a light. Bye.